Welcome back everyone to Magius Plays The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we retrieved the Master Sword and made our way into the shrine right next to the Great Deku Tree. This time, we're going to take on this shrine with a couple of shrine trials alongside it. Now, this shrine is a little bit interesting. Each of these columns has a constellation associated with it. And you need to count up how many times those constellations show up in the star map across the way there. So this first one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they can be facing all sorts of different directions in here. You have different number of torches alongside each of the rows. So match up the number of constellations with the correct row, and that's how you get the answer. Now this one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I believe. Then looks like there might just be one of that one. And finally, 2 of this one. Now, if I counted everything up right, I should get a cutscene with the gate opening. Now for the next step of this, to get the treasure, head down here. There's another wall full of glyphs. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Helps if we go to the right side. Unfortunately, the gate stays open when you pull these out, so you don't have to worry about blocking your path back. So there's 1. 1, 2. Yep, just 2 there. Then 2 there, and 1 on the other one. And that opens that up. Now, personally, I'm not going to take what's in there. But if you have a particular liking for this type of weapon, hey, more power to ya. It's big, doesn't deal a particularly high amount of damage, so for me, not that great a weapon. Let's wrap things up here. Gets us another spirit orb. Now, the next thing I want to do around here is to find the main quest giver. Which is this guy right here. Complete the trials. Huh? You? Could it be? You're Mr. Hero! Mr. Hero is here! The mushroom on my head suddenly sprouted today, so I knew something was up. It was a prediction that you'd come. I think. Us Koroks all got together and prepared some trials just for you, Mr. Hero. although you may not need them since you already pulled the Master Sword out of the hole. But these trials will help you grow even stronger than you are now. Among them is an extra tough one designed by me, the Elder of Korok Forest. So, will you test your mettle in the Korok trials? I'll do it. You know, if you keep doing everything everyone asks of you without question, you're gonna get conned eventually. Yeah, but I know where this goes. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the Korok trials! Long story short, you need to visit all the shrines in the Korok Forest so that you can be considered a real grown-up. Trial 1. In the Southwest Forest, Trial of Second Sight. Trial 2. In the Northwest Forest, the Lost Pilgrimage. Trial 3. In the Eastern Forest, the Test of Wood. If you can overcome the Korok trials, you can overcome anything. We've also prepared some wonderful prizes for you. Now show us what you're made of. Alright, do your best. And each of those trials leads us to a shrine, which gets us another spirit orb, along with some other stuff. Now, the first one I'm going to do is right over here, following this path up here, the Test of Wood. But to do it, we're going to need to drop some weapons. I'm going to get a replacement sledgehammer here soon enough. Get rid of that. I've got plenty of these bows. And don't really need 3 of these shields. So we can just head up here. You don't have to worry about anything attacking you in here. It's pretty quiet. Hey, hero guy. I was told you'd be coming. But do you really think you're ready for the Test of Wood? Some say it's the hardest of the Korok trials. But it's not complicated. All you need to do is equip this Korok weapon set and reach the shrine at the back of the area. Are you ready to try it? Heck yeah. Alright, go get 'em. You have to keep the sword, bow, and shield equipped the whole time. If they break or you unequip them, you're out. And as we all know, wood weapons are pretty fragile in this game. All you have to do is reach the shrine in the back of the area. Off you go! Now, because of how fragile the gear is, you want to avoid as many fights as you can. However, that's not going to be entirely possible through most of this, so just do your best. It starts off easy enough. Just run straight ahead, and a couple really easy enemies will pop up at you. Not quite sure how I printed the chew there. Oh well. Let's not go wasting any of these special arrows when I don't have to. Now, fortunately, you can get through these with using the runes, so you don't have to worry about using up all your weapon durability on getting through the crates and such. Ow. And takes care of one of them. And let's pop the other one. How much as you may want to, you really can't go wandering off the path. Otherwise, that counts as having failed the test, and you have to start all over again. And nobody wants that. Oh. These guys taken care of, so we don't have to worry about them. Definitely want to use the bow here. There we go. That pretty much clears almost the entire way out for us. Now we just need to get across this muck. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, this isn't quite as nasty as going off the path. You just go back to the last solid patch of ground you were on, and instead of all the way back to the start. Another wood sword. Again, don't really need that. I'd rather not fail the challenge at this point. Now then... Yep. Definitely want to take these guys out before they become a problem rather than afterwards, because they shoot fire arrows, which can burn up the gear that you're supposed to keep through the entire thing. And if that happens, you're not getting through it. Fortunately, they do make things a little easy for you in some cases. I just need to wait for this to finish out. There we go. Head across here. This would be a much tougher prospect if we had the Stulbacoblin shooting at us and all of the other stuff trying to jump us. But as it is, we made it through just fine. Goal! Congratulations, you've passed the test of wood. Well done, hero man. Happiness awaits you at the shrine. Oh yeah. If you ever want to do the trial again, just let me know. See ya! Yeah, it's somewhat challenging, but not very tough if you know what you're doing. Especially if you've been vigilant about upgrading your gear. And just like most of the other trials or shrines that have a trial beforehand, this one you just walk in and get the stuff. This one gets you a giant ancient core, which is very nice to have. Not for any practical use, but it will let us get some of the best armor in the game, in my opinion. Now that we've teleported back here, let's take on the next trial. this rate, I might be able to get through all 3 of this episode. Assuming I can remember where to find the other 2. I'm pretty sure they're over here somewhere. Let's see... Is this the second side, or is this the annoying one? A Hylian seeks to attempt the Korok trial. Is that even allowed? Who cares? Are you here to attempt my Korok trial? Of course. Oh wow, you really want to try it? I guess it was worth asking after all. Let me tell you about the trial. All you need to do is keep going and not get lost in the mist. Easy, right? What's wrong? You don't look very excited. But don't worry, I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry trees will show you the way. Spy their iron to win the day. Didn't I make that sound cool? Think about that as you take on the trial. Yes, this is a rather interesting trial. Just like the Lost Woods, only this time, we are tracking these iron boulders stuck within the trees. So just keep Magnesis up, and you can easily tell which way you're supposed to go. Most of the time. There we are. If you go off the intended path, you can see the mist starting to close in. And you have a second or two to get back where you're supposed to be going. Now, let's get out something that's a bit more useful than this. And back to watching for iron. Down that one, over to this one. Oh, that was nifty. And here we are. And there we go. Lots of moblin bits if you want those. And a bit of a riddle. Feed me the aged shield guarded by monsters eternal. My brother will repay you in kind. Now this one can be a little bit difficult to figure out what you're supposed to do with it. You're supposed to take this shield, drop it in his mouth, and that triggers a chest over there. pathway onward. Now we can grab this chest. Which gives us a bit of amber. And I see a Korok leaf over there. Don't really need a torch right now. You can eat that. Grab the Korok leaf. Jump back out. Now we are going to want this for here in just a little bit. There we go. And we get over here. And please place my chest in my mouth. The Shield Eater's brother stole it from me. Fortunately, this doesn't care if you've emptied it or not. Since that would have been a real jerk move on the developer's part. Just drop that in there. And lo and behold, we've got a shrine. Which is over there. Not terribly difficult to get to. If we're going through that rigmarole, we get I'll get another giant ancient core and another spirit orb. Now we just have one last shrine to get here and one last shrine trail to get to it. However, that one is particularly annoying to get to, so I will save that for next time. I think we've still got a fair amount of stuff done this time, so tune in next time to see the last of the trials here. Then we'll make our way on toward the next tower. And until then, Magius out.